Hey everybody, it's your boy Nate here, and you are watching the Legacy Sports channel. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful Monday, and happy Memorial Day to all of our men and women who have served and defended this country. Your sacrifice is much appreciated. Let's get to it. This weekend, we had some crazy games in the conference finals. Let's get started with the Knicks versus the Pacers. The Knicks came up with the impressive victory on the road, defeating the Pacers 106-100. Myself personally, I was actually happy the Knicks won, even though I want the Pacers to ultimately win the series, me being a Pacer fan. I feel like given the history between these two teams, we deserve at least a 6 or 7 game series out of this matchup. But man, the Knicks, let me tell you something. They locked it down. I mean, the Pacers, they were gaining a lot of ground on them in the first half, especially. They were up as much by like double figures. And then down the stretch, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, they really showed up on the defensive end. And the Pacers, who typically are very fast-paced, very energetic, move the ball around, they began to slow down towards the second half of the game. The Knicks really showed their teeth with their gritty defense. And then the MVP of the game, one Karl Anthony Towns. Oh man, this guy, he has done wonders for my fantasy team this season. But this time, he's not only performing in the regular season, he's also showing up big in the playoffs. And man, did he show up. Not only with great defense, but he didn't shy away from getting his hands dirty in the paint and attacking the basket, getting some really tough contested shots made. And then that big three down the stretch. That was when the tides really turned. The Knicks regained control of the game after he made that big shot. And then he also had that laser pass too. Whew. They were giving him some grief on social media. That was not cool. You guys are mean. Leave Karl Anthony Towns alone. He's a great player. He's doing a great job right now. Stop messing with the guy. But overall, a great game, an impressive victory for the Knicks to win such a close and hardly toughed, very, let me rephrase that, a very toughly, is that even a word? A very hard-fought game between these two teams. And so it'll be interesting to see how Game 4 goes. I have a feeling the Knicks might be able to pull away with a win for Game 4. I mean, they have to. It's literally do or die. They can't go down 3-1. So we'll see how that transpires. And then as far as how the Pacers go, they've got to figure out how to, they're going to have to make some adjustments. Because I think the Knicks are starting to figure out their offense. And the Pacers shot really bad. They only shot 20% from 3. And so, if you guys remember in those first 2 games, they were raining threes on the Knicks, and the Knicks didn't know what to do. But it seems like they've made the necessary adjustments, have watched film, and reanalyzed the scouting report. So the Pacers, they're going to have to figure out something new. The same old shtick isn't going to work. So the Knicks can play fast too. And they have superstar level scoring from Karl Anthony Towns. And also all-star level scoring from Mikal Bridges. So we'll see what happens. Great game overall. Next we have the Timberwolves versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Whew. The Timberwolves if I could compare this to anything, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the phrase, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. This is an accurate illustration of that phrase, because the Timberwolves, they smacked the Thunder by 42 points. Anthony Edwards dropped a 30-piece, 9 rebounds, 6 assists on 12 for 17 from the field. Impressive game. And yeah, the Timberwolves, they just let it rain on these guys. They shot 50% from the 3-point and shot 57% from the field overall. So I'm glad they woke up. I really didn't want them to go down 3-0. They're a much better team than that. So I'm excited to see what they do in game 4. I predict they will likely win. The Oklahoma City Thunder, they seemed rattled in this game. Not sure what happened on their end. Yes, the Timberwolves are great, but OKC didn't look like their typical selves. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he only had 14 points, and he shot 4 for 13. Not sure if the moment got a little too big for him on the road. Who knows? But if you're going to be MVP of the league, you got to show up, man. But yeah, and then Chet Holmgren too. He had a pretty mediocre game. He only had like 10 points and 5 rebounds. I mean, if you're that tall, you're going to need to grab at least 10 rebounds in an important game like this and have more production on the scoring side of things. Overall, I think what likely happened is the Oklahoma City Thunder probably got worn out. Sounds like they are starting to get a little tired, given all the impressive performances they've been having up until this game, and then going to 7 games with the Denver Nuggets. So it'll be interesting to see how things transpire, but to be defeated so decisively like that, I have a feeling they're likely going to be losing game 4. And then we're going to have to go back to game 6, or game 5, excuse me, at OKC. So it'll be interesting to see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, again, he's going to have to step it up. Luguentz Dort, he only made 2 threes. I'd like to see a little bit more from him. He only had 6 points overall. That extra scoring is what's going to get them over the hump. So him, as well as Chet and Hartenstein, they're going to have to step up in the scoring department, because their bench is really what kept them somewhat, well, they weren't competitive, but their bench outscored their starting 5, from what it seems. So they're going to have to step that up. Anywho, interesting weekend. Some pretty fun games to watch in these playoffs. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video for the algorithm, and stay tuned for future videos that I publish on this channel. Thank you for your time. Hope you guys have a great week and a great start to your week. Hope you guys are productive and continue winning. This is Nate, and you've been listening to the Legacy Sports channel. I'll see you all in the next one.